It's that time. It's that time of the month again. Alright. The gift that keeps on giving. Find it quite amazing. Quite amazing how much Kishimoto likes you, or rather, in my opinion, doesn't like you. But you keep the dream going. And yes, there's other things that's going on in this chapter besides eida, but yet again, the most important things in Boruto's life, for good or bad, belongs to the streets in eida. And we're going to talk about it. So, let's get to it. What's going on, everybody? This is your anime legacy with Boruto, Two Blue Vortex Chapter 8, and like I said in the intro, this is, for me at least, a very eida-centric chapter. Now, I'm going to go back and I'm going to make a video on the biggest topic in Boruto prior to the end of this chapter, which is, should omnipotence or be undone, or will it be undone, right? But for now, we have to talk about, once again, eida, because this was a very, very deep philosophical chapter when you look at her character development, and all the signs are there that basically if Boruto says the right thing, then yeah, she's gonna turn on Kawaki. Now, this is because, much like the rest of us, and like everything else, and like I have constantly said, the whole thing about eida and Boruto, with that whole truce in chapter 80, like I said in my first eida video, you know, when I was talking about how Naruto explained, everybody was talking about that whole treaty was done because like Boruto stepped into Konoha. I was like, slowly roll, and yet again, your boy was right. Because literally in this chapter, eida is forced and told by Kawaki to look for Boruto. And she hesitates and even says, at least in the fan translations, can you wait a little bit longer? Can you give me a little bit? And, you know, of course, Kawaki being on his everything Boruto must die mode because he's a threat to Naruto, you know, continues the abuse. And this time, we have the introduction of Delta, and this is going to be a very, very interesting part of the chapter, as it adds to Eida's tragedy that the people she's brainwashed and manipulated are the people that's literally standing up for her. Because while all this is going on, while Kawaki doing what he doing, Damon's sitting there in the cut just chilling like, good, fam. I'm good. I'm gonna just sit here, eat my almond crackers, and look like the creepy hood kid. You know, it's like, hey, in other words, like, hey, this is your choice. You ain't told me to handle him, so I ain't handle him. I'm gonna just sit here and let you, stew in your own juices, baby. It's Delta. It's the brainwashed Delta that gets mad and says, hey, don't worry, Ada. I got you. I got you. I get his mind right. And she's like, Kawaki, you keep on talking to my girl like that, I'm going to pack you up right next to Boruto when we get done. And Kawaki being on his, I don't care mode, says, hey, once I get done with what I get done, you can do what the hell, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm about killing Boruto by one thing only, protecting Lord 7. I kill Boruto dead and make sure Lord 7th is okay. Once you do that, hey, anybody can kill me. I'm all for that, down for being killed. And I'm like, okay. I don't know how to feel about that, but your choice. But the big chunk of this chapter is the conversation between Eida and Mitsuki, and how Mitsuki, despite being manipulated by Eida, gives some really good advice, and it shows that that Uzumaki drip. Y'all don't like that talk no jutsu. Y'all don't like that talk no jutsu. You just want him to run these hands. But what's making Eida fall for Boruto is that talk no jutsu. Cause let me get my thing right quick. Hold on a second. This right here did not turn her on. This right here, this is my A9 tablet C screen. This Uzuhiko drip right here, this didn't turn her on. Look at that drip. Look at it. Look at that pimping right there. Look at that. That's awesome, right? We was all hyped over that. That didn't turn her on. Talk no jutsu is having her sit up there and question her priorities. It's literally risen her up. She literally starts the chapter watching the conversation between Boruto and Misuki when he says, I'm your son, and saying, wait, hold up. Hold on. Let me take another look at Boruto right here. He wasn't as cool before. What's going on? And it's like literally every time you see that talk no jutsu, and yet again, that whole Naruto side of him come out, that's what she's attracted to. So for all y'all people out there hating on the talk no jutsu, hey, talk no jutsu might work this time. Might be really on that really important thing this time. But as for Mitsuki and Eida's conversation, I mean, it's philosophically deep and nice and all. And I really kind of enjoy it and find a bit of irony that the fact that even though Mitsuki knows he's being manipulated into liking Eida, he still thanks her for the ability to know that he can feel that emotion, and realizes that he needs to be his own man and stop chasing after everybody else to be his son, which is exactly what Boruto told him to do. So yet again, talk no jutsu, helping people. And the whole thing that comes out of it, because I would say just go read the manga. I mean, these are fan translations, so this could be a whole new thing come Wednesday when the chapter drops. But from what these translations are saying, it's like, yeah, Eida has been pushed to the point with the conversation of Misuki and just looking at Boruto and the strength of his father coming out of him, saying like, yeah, I might want to have a good conversation with Boruto-kun right now. And so basically, if Boruto don't say nothing stupid, then he just keep on leaning on that strength that his father and mother have instilled in him. I mean, that's probably how Eida's going to turn to his side. Speaking of which, besides, I should say, the Shinju are walking around and, you know, contrary to how we all thought, Hidari and Jura were on different personalities. They are, but Jura's kind of stupid. I mean, not Jura, Hidari, excuse me. It's kind of stupid. I mean, this dude like literally going around doing the one thing that if you Kawaki, no, you don't want to hear him do, which is basically calling Naruto out and saying, hey, Naruto, Marco Polo, you out here, I mean, I want to throw these hands. And it's like, even Juro looking at this dude like, yo, I got you, fam. I'm tracking him by his, you know, Jinchuriki powers and Kurama's chakra. So I got this. And yet he doesn't. But, you know, of course, Kawaki's taking another L, and I'll make a video about how that's going to get solved. It's going to be probably the cruelest thing when it comes to Boruto. But that video is going to be about how certain people are going to get what they want, just not in the way they want when Kawaki takes these L's. After Kawaki's done taking these L's. That being said, it is interesting to see that Jura is still a bookworm and he cares a lot about books, even telling Kawaki to not make a mess and destroy the bookstore because, you know, he wants to read all them books, and how him and Hidari, you know, take advantage of the sensory team. I mean, I kind of feel sorry for the sensory team outside of Ino and all the ninjas and Konoha outside of Ino right now, because basically they just get fatherized, man. I mean, it ain't even funny. And I do like the panel where it's cool to show you that the Shinju are still having a hierarchy, because you still got a little Frieza looking Shinju and Jura, while Boruto is explaining everything to Shikamaru, like jumps out of the heads of one of the Frieza looking Shinju. And it's like, that was kind of a cool panel. But basically Kawaki took another L, and it's revealed that in a shocking twist that Himawari has Jinchuriki chakra. Because Team 10 and Himawari show up after Kawaki and Delta then got laid out. And the chapter ends basically with Himawari standing in front of Jura and glowing. And Jura is confused, thinking that she's Naruto. Of course she's not, but oh well. It is an interesting concept. I mean, and it's nice to see that even the little comedy moments in Boruto, like when we all saw, you know, Himawari do locked on, you know, that it actually is leading to something, because we heard Damon allude to this, and, you know, let's be real, the only person that Damon done been shook by in this whole series is Himawari. He saw Himawari, he was like, wait, why am I able to hit you? You should have dodged that. You stronger than me. You at least on my level. Why you ain't dodged that? She like, I'm not fighter. He's like, no, you wrong. Ain't nobody told you yet, but you strong, girl. We gonna see that strength eventually, because most likely she's probably gonna go in to protect Kawaki, thinking that's her brother. You know, but that's gonna be next chapter. Overall, I love the story of Eida, and that's gonna be spoiler warning for the next video I'm gonna make. One of my reasons that the omnipotence has to be undone is just to add to her character development. But that's another video for another day, and that's all I have for this one. If you like anything you heard, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.